Say, have you heard the story of a little colored town way over in the nation on such lovely sloping ground, with as pretty little houses as you ever chanced to meet, with not a thing but colored folks a-standing in the streets? Oh, 'tis a pretty country, and the Negroes own it, too, with not a single white man here to tell us what to do.
Boley is a historical black town, starting with the slaves of the Indians, the Creek freedmen, who were all black. And this area was settled by blacks, and it was predominantly black. Boley was named after a white man.
Non-black J.B. Boley was an official of the Fort Smith and Western Railroad that ran through the town site.
That's what started the town, was the fact that the railroad came through here. And the old steam engines had to have water every 6 miles. And when it left Castle, 6 miles to the east of us, the next stop would have been 6 miles. The people that worked the railroad thought, well, can black folks govern themselves?
The black towns of Oklahoma grew out of necessity. After the Civil War, former slaves belonging to the 5 civilized tribes settled together for mutual protection and economic security.
Really, the town was really built up of the backbone of the farmers.
Boley was supported by an agricultural economy. The cash crop around Boley was cotton, and you had farming was a big thing. We had families with 10, 11, 12 kids to help raise the crops.
This new township of Boley was formally declared on September 22, 1904, by way of an approved application granted to the 200 citizens of Boley, Indian Territory.
Boley was kind of the seat of the black community. Boley once boasted of having almost everything any other big town has.
In the years 1905 and 1906, people came to Boley by the trainloads. In some instances, 8 and 10 families would alight from the same train. Luggage would fill the depot platform and would be piled 6 and 7 feet high.
We have a Boley Chamber of Commerce that put on a rodeo each year, and that rodeo brings in upwards of 50,000 people on any one given weekend.
The first rodeo we had was back in the 30s.
So we are the biggest black rodeo in the United States. Now, there are black rodeos in Oklahoma City, Houston, and LA and everything, but see, it's not a black town. You know, it's a black rodeo, but it's not a black town. We had the biggest black town rodeo in the United States.
Boley was quite a thriving community when I was growing up. The streets were full, and every lot had a business on it at that time.
You couldn't tell Saturday from Monday. There's just as many people on the streets on the Saturday as it was on a Monday, every day like that. I just couldn't believe it.
When the bottom fell out of cotton, then people had to seek another source of income.
And many of the farmers had to leave the farms to go to the big towns to make a living.
World War II, a lot of the people migrated to the East Coast, West Coast, the war effort plants in Chicago and Detroit, and they went away.
Boley never did recover from that.
The population went as high as they thought somewhere around 7,000 people between 1910 and 1940. The population now is approximately 500 people.
Oh, woman, it ain't none of my business. But you know it sure ain't right.
And I will tell that fellow, whoever he may be, if you don't think we are colored, just you come here and see. Get on the Fort Smith and Western. That train will bring you here. Take any of the coaches. You have no cause for fear. Here a Negro makes your dresses, and a Negro makes your pants, and hands your mail out if you'll give him half a chance.